How would you describe the brain activity of somebody when they're suddenly inspired, and how do you foster inspiration in your life? In the words of the great Joe Strummer, no input, no output. I think one of the things that I've observed over and over again is that ultimately our best ideas come from disparate experiences when we're not seeking a particular kind of input to get ideas. Now, maybe this practice of being completely still while being alert fosters a lot of, I think the way I understand it is more of a geysering up of stored information in the unconscious, because when we are focused on the outside world, we're taking in sensory information, exteroception as opposed to interoception, and is that those are the raw materials that our nervous system uses to construct ideas about anything. So my belief, and this is a practice I do every week, is I make sure that at least once a week I either walk or hike or run without any earphones, and I'm trying to get into states of wordlessness, states where I'm not digesting a podcast, where I'm not reading a book, where I'm not listening to a lecture, where I'm not in conversation, and essentially trying to turn off the linguistic narrative. We tend to take all of our internal and external experience and construct things around language, but spoken language is not the language of the nervous system. The language of the nervous system still remains to be identified. It's something else. For people that think in feels, it will certainly incorporate that. Spoken language, of course, is important, and we have some core structures to spoken language. We covered this in the podcast episode with my friend Eddie Chang. But ultimately, the way to come up with new ideas, inspiration, is going to be to collect the raw materials of experience and then give ourselves these periods, maybe even just 5-10 minutes. You have to lay around half the day doing nothing, still wide awake, and give those raw materials the opportunity to marinate and combine in whatever ways that are unique to you, and then to geyser up.